everyone, this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my Nursery Room Window. Hi everyone, so today I have Princess Chrissy with me, and Princess Chrissy is going to be twinning with her twin sister Anberlin over at Karrie's Little Cuties nursery. And Karrie had sent, excuse me, a couple of twinning outfits, and she chose one in particular that she wanted to twin Chrissy with first. And so I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. And also you might notice that I have my robotic kitty named Emily in the back, and she's wearing a polka dot bow. And I will explain that to you in just a minute. But let me go ahead and put Princess Chrissy aside for now so that I can show you what we're going to be changing her into. And I'm not sure if she's going to sit up. Let me sit her up against Emily here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Karrie was kind enough to send a couple of outfits for Princess Chrissy to twin with, and this one is super cute. And you might remember this from my one of my last videos. It's got deer and owls and foxes on it. Really cute little skirt around it. It's a real soft, stretchy fabric. And then underneath, let me see if I can get this the front part off. And underneath it, we have a darling little onesie. It's got this embroidered deer on the front, as well as some little flowers. Isn't that just adorable? I love that. And then for underneath all of it, we're going to put on these adorable light pink polka dotted pants. And so the reason that I have Emily on today wearing her little polka dot, let me bring her up close so that you can see her. She's wearing her polka dot, her matching polka dot headband, bow headband, because in the photo that excuse me, that Karrie sent me, she actually had a fox wearing that little headband, and so since I don't have a fox, I wanted to bring Emily on. So there she is, and she's just going to be sitting in the background, and I'm not going to be turning her on today. She's not going to be mewing or purring or anything like that. She's just going to be patiently waiting like a kitty does. And so let me show you the rest of the outfit. She's also going to be wearing these darling little knitted fox booties. And then underneath the booties, she's going to be wearing these lace socks. And the lace is going to be standing up and showing underneath the booties. That's how Karrie had her Anberlin. And so I thought that was a cute idea. And then Anberlin also had two little white bows in her gorgeous hair. And but of course, little Princess Chrissy only has one little ponytail up there, so I'm going to put one white bow in her hair. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started and see what we can do to get little Miss Princess Chrissy here all twinned up with her twin sister Anberlin. And there's one more thing that I forgot to show you. It's kind of hidden under here, so I forgot about it. And Anberlin also had a darling little onesie underneath that had sort of a ruffled collar. And this came kind of close to what she was wearing, so I couldn't match it exactly, but I think that this is going to work. And this is a size newborn, and I'm not, I'm hoping it's going to fit Chrissy, because normally she's a 0 to 3 months. But I do have a plan B that I can use if this one doesn't fit her properly. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started and get our twinning day started here. So let me see if I'm getting the lighting correctly. And there we go. Okay, so I haven't really talked to you about my Christmas that we had here. It's just my husband and I. And you know what he did, you guys? He surprised me. He surprised me with a 2-pound box of See's candy. And the funny thing about that is, you know, about a week before, you know, Christmas, and, you know, before he gave me that as a gift, he was talking about, you know, I had said, hey, you know, I saw that See's Candy, they're doing free shipping right now with See's Candy, because usually, you know, See's Candy is kind of expensive to ship. And he said, oh, I'm not gonna bother with See's Candy because it's just too expensive. And, you know, he was like making all kinds of excuses as to why he wasn't going to get See's Candy this year, or, you know, for Christmas. And I thought, well, okay, you know, I can understand that. Because my husband is very frugal and very into the price of things and all that stuff. So I get it. And I wasn't asking for it for Christmas. I was just mentioning to him, you know, that See's had a special going on, because he usually likes to really, you know, get involved in in specials like that. So anyway, so I wasn't expecting to get a 2-pound box of See's candy at all, but he ended up surprising me with that, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe that he got it for me after all of those excuses about why he didn't want to get See's candy, you know. So, and he did have a little story about it. He said he wanted to get me 3 pounds because they were having a deal on, there was some kind of a special going on about, you know, if you buy 3 pounds, not sure, I don't even remember what the special was that he had told me about, but, anyway, he said, and so he went back to see if he could buy a 3-pound box, and they were all sold out, so he thought, well, that's okay, I'll just get 2 pounds, and, and then he says, and then come to find out, what happened was, he thought, oh my gosh, I could have got you 3 pounds, I could have got you a 2 pound and a 1 pound, you know, and got the deal. But anyway, I was super, super happy with 2 pounds. Oh my gosh, you know, I just said, hey, you know what, that's less weight for me to have to lose after Christmas. So, but anyway, you know, I'm really, really pleased with him getting me that See's candy. That's just, you know how that's my favorite. My very favorite candy. Okay, if this snaps in the back, I'm going to go ahead and use this onesie, and it looks like it is going to snap in the back. It's not going to snap in her crotch area, but it doesn't matter because she's going to be wearing pants anyway. But I thought that this collar would look really cute underneath that outfit. So, yeah, I mean, I could stretch it out and make it fit, but I don't want to stretch the onesie out because I want my newborns to be able to wear this again. So it fits her everywhere but length. So she's a little bit long. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, my son ended up. He sent me. He and his wife sent me a really nice live pine wreath, and to go along with that, he sent a live pine centerpiece, which is really pretty. You know, a centerpiece for like the table, and so you know, that was really nice because I've never had a live wreath before, or a live centerpiece like that. And I happen to have a couple of Christmas candles that I put inside the centerpiece. It came with a couple of little holders for candles, and so I used 2 of my Christmas candles, and it worked out really nice. So that was a nice gift. It was a really nice surprise. The wreath came one day, and then the centerpiece came another day, so it was like having, you know, a double Christmas, and it was really, really fun. So yeah, I got spoiled this year for Christmas, you guys. So our Christmas dinner ended up really, really delicious. It was a repeat of my Thanksgiving dinner. And I'll tell you what I made. I made it was a 16-pound butterball turkey, which turned out really, really nice. It was a new stuffing recipe, a new bread stuffing recipe. It was my sweet potatoes that have sliced apples and brown sugar and cinnamon, and the recipe actually calls for pecans, but I didn't have any pecans, so I used walnuts, and it was super, super good. So I think that you can substitute walnuts like that for pecans and something like that. Now, if you were making a pecan pie, of course, you're not going to be able to substitute, right? But, so yeah, let me pull the collar out. I really wanted to put this onesie underneath because it's just so perfect with this outfit. I just really, really love it. So it looks super, super cute. And this is the way that the onesie is supposed to fit her. This is a 0 to 3 months, which is really, really nice. Let's see if I can. And I tried out a new recipe for the stuffing because the past couple of years I've been using a recipe that my mom had always used, but I started going too crazy with all of the seasonings, and so it was way too seasoned. I just started like pouring seasonings in, and it just was too much. And so at Thanksgiving, I wasn't really impressed with my dressing. So I decided to go online and to look for a recipe for stuffing. And I found this one. It's called like Grandma's Thanksgiving stuffing or some such name like that. And I used that recipe, and it was really, really good. And the other thing that made it such a big difference, not only controlling the seasonings, but I used white bread instead of brown or wheat bread, and that made a huge difference in the taste of it. So anyway, I printed off the recipe, and that's the recipe that I'm going to be using from now on. And I just wish that I had used more bread. I bought, I think it was a little over a pound loaf of white bread, and I only used like about 3/4 of the loaf because I thought, it would be too much bread. But as it turned out, I could have used the whole thing and had a little bit more stuffing left over. But, live and learn. And when you do a new recipe, you're always gonna have to tweak it, and so yeah, I tweaked it, or actually I'll be tweaking it next year, but I did tweak it a little bit this year because it called for this. I think it said like 2 teaspoons of salt or something like that, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't put 2 teaspoons of salt in there. That's just way too much for me, and I ended up using a teaspoon and a half. But next year I'm going to use only 1 teaspoon. It didn't need to be salted that much, and it was a tiny bit, salty. Wasn't too bad, but I thought, 1 teaspoon is going to be perfect for next year. So this outfit is looking super, super cute on little Princess Chrissy here. Yes, it is. And the other things that we had was the green bean casserole, homemade mashed potatoes with gravy. And the way I did my mashed potatoes this year is I used red potatoes, the little red ones, and I didn't peel them. Because in restaurants before, I've had red potatoes that they don't peel, they just keep the peeling on, and mash it like that. And actually the peel has a lot of the vitamins and stuff in it. So anyway, it turned out really good. It was real different. I liked it. My husband loved it, and so it was a good thing. Yes, it was a good thing. Yeah, we do tweak our recipes, don't we? For the people that cook out there, you know, sometimes you just gotta tweak things, don't you? We had a lot of meals left over. I always plan on that. That's my favorite thing, is to have meals left over. And counting our Christmas dinner, we had, well, last night was our last meal that we had of leftovers. So that was a total of 5 turkey dinners that we had for dinner. 5 turkey dinners in a row. And I'll tell you what, you know, my husband and I, we didn't get tired of it. We just didn't. It was just, each dinner was just so good, you know. So, but it is nice that, you know, that I ended up freezing the rest of the turkey. Nothing else was left over, but the rest of the turkey. I have 5 more meals of turkey. So, I'll be adding that to the rest of my turkey from Thanksgiving. So, anyway, we're set with turkey for a while, which is nice. I love turkey, you know. Now, the way that Karrie showed her Anberlin in the picture is that this is the way that she did the lace, and she had the lace kind of poking up like that out of the booty. So I wanted to do the same thing. I thought that was a really cute idea. So let's set her up, and I'm going to get a comb and just kind of comb her hair a little bit. Let's see, she needs her little princess crown back on, and also this is her princess bracelet. I gave this to her a long time ago, and so it says princess on there. So yeah, she gets to wear her princess bracelet. We do have other princesses in the nursery now, as you know, but Princess Chrissy was my very first princess ever, and so she gets to wear the princess bracelet because, you know, she's special. Okay, let me see. I was going to get a comb. I think I'll get a smaller comb. I have all sizes of combs and brushes and things like that. It just depends on, you know, the hair and the texture of the hair, and so that type of thing. Yeah, she gets her hair combed and kind of pushed behind her ears like that. She's really a cutie patootie. I'll tell you what, Anberlin is just a gorgeous Saskia, and Karrie, you know, reborn her and rooted her herself, and boy, she's just gorgeous. She really is, you guys. And you'll see. I'm not sure when Karrie's going to be doing her twinning video, but whenever she does, you'll see how gorgeous her Anberlin is. The hair is just amazing. You know, as well, of course, as the reborning and all that. But see, I just broke my rubber band. This is a really old one, so, but not to worry. Look what I have. You've seen this before, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use a white sparkly one. And these are made of like, they feel like silicone actually, not rubber. So it doesn't really harm the hair. I like the feels of it too. So this has been really fun, Karrie. I hope to see Anberlin, your video with Anberlin whenever you get a chance to do your twinning video. I know how busy you are, my friend. Oh yes, I know how busy you are. So anyway, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put her little princess crown in. And then I will put her bow right there behind. And that way she can match up with her twin sister. And so there she is. I'll give you a close-up. Let's turn her head around. There we go. There she is, you guys. She's all ready to be twinning with Anberlin, and she wants to say, "Hi, twin sister Anberlin." Thank you, Auntie Karrie, for sending such an adorable outfit. And there's um, her little fox booties with the lace that's turned up like that. I thought that was such a neat idea. Karrie really knows how to do design and, you know, putting things together like that. So I thought, oh, I'm going to do that too, you know. Wow, we have a busy street out there today, don't we? Anyway, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed seeing our twinning video and hearing about our Christmas. And I hope you all had a nice Christmas too, and some really fun visits with your friends and your family. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping by. It's always fun to hear from you. And until we meet again, bye-bye from me and Chrissy.